honestly, I was at a point in my life where I just had probably some of the worst social anxiety to think of to date, like in the world. And I don't really know what started it. At first, I thought it was like with talking to girls. Now, to be frank, is like okay, yeah. If I'm in a situation where I become anxious for whatever reason, you know, it is worse when it comes to talking to girls, but I think it kind of is the same thing for everybody too, because then is like I could look at dudes the same way and think, okay, pause, but no, it's not like that. Not like, ah, shit. Oh, wow, did my voice make a weird noise when I was talking? Did it go up an octave or go down an octave unnaturally? Did I make a weird movement in my toes? Did my tongue like shift in a weird position that they may have noticed? Did they notice a weird eye twitch? Like, did they notice an eye twitch? Oh, I accidentally made like a slight, like very discreet noise with my lips, with my nose. I wonder if they noticed that, and I look like an awful person now. Holy shit! Like, what am I gonna do? What is a guy to do in this situation? You know, I'm fucked. You know, everybody hates me. I suck. You know, I can't talk to people. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't. And I gotta tell you, brother, that is unhealthy, bro. That is unhealthy. That is the most unhealthy thing you can do. And it's something I was doing a lot. And I realized that, you know, my social anxiety can get so ridiculous sometimes to a point where it's like, okay, if I'm like in a bathroom and you know a girl walked past me and and it's one of those like unisex bathrooms or the line was so long they kind of were like okay whatever, like everybody just like okay go in the, you know, there's some women who can go in the men's room and there's some guys who can go in the ladies room, like if the bathroom's long and it's a busy day at like the party I went to or whatever, and then yeah they kind of have discretion when it comes to the bathroom. So I stand in line for the bathroom, and when I finally got out and you know, now the bathroom was looking like horror. It looked awful, and I didn't want to touch it. So I just went, took my piss, and like left the bathroom. Just at least still made sure to flush, but you know, just I didn't care about the shit that was everywhere. But then it's like when I went out of the stall, I'm greeted with this woman, this attractive woman, like staring at me. And it's like, oh, okay, is the stall open? And I was like, and I noticed the stall was looking nasty as fuck, and and I didn't clock on this now, but now I will. I didn't want to clean up somebody else's piss and like pick up someone else's hair that, but you know it's just one of those cases where it's like okay I could get out of where I could get out of this. Oh shit, my phone that actually didn't cut the recording. Nah, it's doing that thing where it's notifying me that my phone is about to die, and I thought I had to cut the recording there. Man, that's so fucking annoying, man. I'm leaving the bathroom, and I'm thinking, and at first I was wondering, wait, should I have cleaned that shit up too? But in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I don't. Well, perhaps I don't have to, because okay, one, that wasn't. I didn't even do that shit, and that was hair that was obviously not mine. It was like long. It was like a long strand of straight hair that was like just across the across the toilet, and of obviously like straight hair, not like black hair or anything. That's like okay, I have longer hair, but that I swear that lock of hair was longer than mine. So obviously I didn't do that shit. But it's just one of those things where it's like okay, yeah, she might go in that bathroom and then think, okay, I did that shit. Recently, I went to a housewarming party, and you know I learned that you know when you're at a housewarming party you have to give gifts, and I didn't give a gift, and I didn't get a gift for the housewarming party because I didn't know this about housewarming parties. I thought it was just okay, yeah, meet up and just say oh yeah congrats on the move, and you know that's it. And it turns out like a courtesy thing for housewarming parties is that you have to give a gift. So now I'm kind of worried and thinking, do I look like a shitty person because I didn't get this person their gift and I didn't do this? When really and truthfully, I probably didn't, and they didn't care, and I don't think anybody else did. There were other people who were showing up and didn't like give them shit either. So what am I worried about? Anyways, for that housewarming party, I didn't even think about that, but that kind of like is like looming in my head too, where it's like, oh shit, damn. During that party, I was acting weird, and I realized how my social anxiety comes. It comes whenever I'm worrying about other things. So when I'm worried about something else, that's when my anxiety is off the roof when it comes to, me being in a social setting like a party or a concert or a gig or a rave or something. I'm worried about this thing that's going on, and that makes me nervous and antsy during the whole thing for no reason. Well, for a reason, because then I'm worried about one. I think my concern was, and the problem that happened was that it ended up being colder than I thought, and I underdressed. I've learned that lesson now. I will refuse to leave the house until I look at the weather now. But okay, in my defense, it's been hot all week. And then it's like the one day it's not, I get jump scared with the weather being shit. And uh, 50 degrees isn't even bad, but like if you're like in 50 degrees and underdressed, you're fucked. Like for me specifically, like look, I'm skinny and I was born in like a island where it was always hot. Obviously, I was like shitting myself that whole day because okay, yeah, I was worried about it being cold. Plus, I was worried about getting home because I miscalculated the bus time, and and so that's like what I was worried about the whole time, and I ended up just being super scared and shaky because one, I was cold, and also I was nervous about how I was gonna get home because then the buses are closed in this area, and I might have to walk an hour and a half to the train station to get home when it was already 1 in the morning when that thing ended. So that would have been quite the experience. That would have been quite the experience. But I mean, obviously, I'm here. I'm alive, luckily, and all I've had is the lesson to learn too. So I think that okay, yeah, it's just don't don't calculate, read the bus schedules and check the weather before you leave your house. I think sometimes I also let small moments of nervousness or like small awkward moments like that discourage me, and I think that's what you do too if you're in the same headspace as me when it comes to talking to people, is that you let certain incidents and like a small thing that happened or something that just happened with one or two people, dictate how everybody else thinks about you. And I'm telling you, man, it's really, really unhealthy and it's not good. It is not good at all, dude. And and I've had moments like that where it's like, okay, I walked up to a girl and talked to her, and I wasn't talking loud enough. So I wasn't talking loud enough, and she probably didn't hear me. But then that probably couldn't have been the case because yeah, well, yes, it's true. There was a lot of people there, and it was like and it was already like a tight environment, so it was just like echoing through the wall. But when I did, but there's a chance that that was the case, or there's also a chance that she was ignoring me. That stuff has happened to me before where it's like, okay, I walk up to a girl and like I compliment their hairdo or something and at a rave or something, and then they turn around and they give me some look like I'm a crazy person, and then I wonder, oh shit, whoa. And then that just used to fuck me up so much because then I would consistently think that okay, this is how everybody looks at me, and I think everybody hates me. Maybe there is something to some degree and in some facet of this reality wrong with me, but that isn't the case. Now, okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to like do this whole sugar coaty feel good thing where I'm just saying, oh yeah, you deserve everything. Yeah, everything's good, and you deserve everything. That person was just being a bad, like, okay, yeah, because to some degree, to be fair, there's stuff I have to work on when it comes to my approach with talking to people, and probably how I dressed, how I did my hair was probably a dictation that day. Although I don't leave my house without combing my hair, and this is actually a good, really decent comb that I'm fine with. If I'm going and if I'm feeling a little thrifty, I tie it back in the ponytail. I tie the mane back in a little ponytail. As you noticed, I also shaved too. Probably get a little line up by the eyebrows, like get a little slit by the eyebrows there for the look. Just a bunch of stuff. Just a bunch of stuff to think about, honestly, when it comes to that. But yeah, just think about stuff like that, and don't be too socially anxious, and don't let situation like that, like one situation in one night, like a situation in a specific night or an awkward instance, define you, because it happens to the best of us. People always get into like some awkward interaction. Like I've gotten into countless awkward interactions where it's like, okay, it sucked and it was super embarrassing, but really and truthfully, that isn't all the interactions you have. That's the truth. But yeah, that's all I have to say so far about that topic. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.